Hey, welcome back. We're at our second home here. We're at the scrapyard. Gonna pick this up because I'll hit it. But y'all, it has been a crazy few days. So, been a shop clean out. You saw me do the dumpster diving, so I knew that they were doing something. And I have got some really cool stuff to show y'all. Really cool. So first and foremost, this nice little, probably, well, I'm not gonna guess on a year because I don't know, but toolbox display cabinet, gonna be awesome. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or try to sell it, but either way, that's awesome. We'll come back and look at all this in a second. Massey Ferguson stools. Check this out. Brookins service station equipment. Completely awesome. And probably the best find, excuse the mail. Now, if you're not from tobacco country, you won't understand the importance of these, but I found a whole stack of Powell decals. Now, I don't exactly know how old they are, but that right there has made my day, month, year. Amazing find. But let's look at some of this other stuff we got in the trailer. So just absolutely. All right, let's try this again. Sorry, the guy beside me was cussing really bad, so I had to cut the video off. But we've got buckets and buckets and buckets of just old tools and nuts and bolts. Just tons of stuff, y'all. So I'm thinking that a lot of this stuff is not gonna be worth anything, but I did save a bucket on the other side, and I have sold a toolbox already. Hold on, he's getting ready to dump. I'll come right back. Anyway, we've got a lot of prepared steel on here. We've got a lot of other items that we're gonna have to go through. I've sold a couple of tool cabinets out of the deal, so I've made some extra money on some of the stuff that we found. Definitely gonna keep that. I've sold a bunch of just filters, stuff like that. Just some really good stuff. It's been an absolutely crazy few days. So we're gonna probably spend the next hour out here sorting through all this stuff, trying to get as much money as we can, because a lot of this can go as prepared steel, some of these heavy nuts and bolts and heavy pieces. So anyway, that's what we're doing. This was one of the totes I was talking about. It's like some sets of nuts and bolts, like some nice ones, some really nice ones. There's some U-bolts in here. There's some heavy duty pins, wrenches. I mean, obviously that one's really no good, I guess. See, like stuff like this, you know, can go as prepared steel. You know, it's nice, thick. You know, drill bit thing. It's no good. Going through this little toolbox here. This thing's neat. Check this out. Got two little things, and then you pull the handle up, and it closes. It opens back up. It's pretty cool. Anyway, just going through here looking. I've got more prepared steel. Got more prepared steel than I thought I did, so that's really good. Just gonna continue to look. He's unloading. He got the two big crates off in here. I'll have to get this one out when I get done. But yeah, gonna keep looking. I love it, y'all. This is what I love. I love finding treasures, man. Treasures. That's actually a piece of aluminum. I know it's really junky back here, but in all this mess that I've been finding, I've been sorting out aluminum. So a lot of like breakage and cast and stuff like that. Found an absolute ton, and you can't even see half of it probably. A ton of brass. Those gauges are brass. I'll have to separate all that, but just really nice brass pieces. Like, that's all brass there. Some really old stuff. Speaking of old stuff, which I thought was pretty cool, and maybe they're not that old and it's just on like higher end stuff. These gaskets are copper. which is pretty cool. I don't know if that's commonplace on like higher end products instead of paper or rubber gaskets, but a few pieces of aluminum in there, but copper gaskets. And then these gaskets are all copper, and they're huge. I got like 4 or 5 of them, right? Crazy stuff. Don't know if that's normal, but still going through all these tools and nuts and bolts. Like, look at this stuff, y'all. There's so many like specialty things. Like, what would that even, that's some kind of puller or grabber of some sort. Crazy, right? And then look at this. Like, this is a ½ inch thing to be able to get down to something that like was made for, I mean, it says ½ inch on there. But just crazy, man. All kinds of stuff. So we're digging, we're almost done sorting. We're gonna finish looking through these buckets, and then he said that like stuff like this could go #1. So that's what majority of these 3 buckets are, and we're just gonna make sure that it's pretty clean. He's good enough to give me that, so I'm gonna make sure that it's clean enough for him. And yeah, and we'll go from there. There's been an abnormally large amount of cars being brought in the last few days. Don't know if you all have ever heard or saw a show called Lizard Lick Towing. I don't remember if it was on History Channel or TLC or Discovery or something like that. They had a I don't know how many years it was, but they had a show, Lizard Lick Towing. They've been bringing their cars here, and they're probably close to an hour away from here. But they're stacking up. There's been a lot of cars, and the last few times I've been here, it's been they've been here with cars. So yeah, I don't know if the price of cars is up or just what, or if they're paying more there, not sure. But I think it was worth it separating our stuff. We're gonna circle on around here and get back in line for our next way out. I think it was worth it trying to separate our prepared steel. I think it was definitely worth it. This guy's been here 3 times in the past 30 minutes. He must be close by. He's dropping some pretty heavy stuff. Yeah, we're waiting in line. The police are here. It's this guy or sheriff or somebody. They're investigating somebody. Anytime you see them here, somebody stole a car, did something, brought it here. Who knows? But we're waiting on that. See you in a minute. Okie dokie, quick little run today. $67 for our shredded steel, those big frames, and just some odds and ends I threw out. It was definitely worth separating the nuts and bolts. $105. That made a huge difference. I was hoping for $100, and that worked out good. Aluminum, we got 14, 2, and 1. So $16, $17, roughly $18 probably with all the change in there. The copper gaskets, that was so cool. Never seen that. That was pretty neat. $25, so that was definitely worth separating that. And 2 alternators for $5.78 for $222. So, told you all the deal with all the shop clean out and stuff like that. It has been amazing. I've told the guy several times, thank you so much for setting that stuff to the side and separating it. You know, it's one of those things that sometimes you almost feel guilty because, you know, you're taking that stuff for free and, you know, making profit on it when they could do it
But I've said so many times, I've offered to split it. I've offered to, you know, this and that. And he just says, man, time is money and you're saving me time. So I guess that's the name of the game. You know, this kind of goes back to that video that I shared, and I'm not going to make this long, but this kind of goes back to that video I shared a couple of weeks back about making time for hard work and doing the hard work. Y'all, there is an avenue and an outlet and a need literally for every kind of task, big task, little task, menial task. There is a need and a desire for someone, from someone, for whatever it is. I mean, people are looking to do all kinds of things. And if you've got a niche, if you've got a talent, if you've got, I mean, y'all, people write resumes for people online. I mean, there's websites that you can go to and you can write a resume for somebody for $5, $10. You do that 4 or 5 times a week, you've got grocery money. You know, like there's so many things, there's so many opportunities and outlets to get some work done and to make a little extra side cash. So it's out there, y'all. Just go and do it. I enjoy it. So anyway, that's gonna be it. Quick video, just some awesome finds. I love finding treasures. Treasures abound, and I think there's even more to come. So we'll see. Stay tuned, keep watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. That helps the channel more than anything. More than anything, that helps. I know you get tired. Every YouTube channel says it. Every YouTube creator says it, but it helps. It really does. And you guys are the best. I appreciate you commenting. I love chit-chatting back and forth and talking to you. So keep that up. And hey, the week is young. We got plenty to do. Stay tuned. See you next time.